What's up, boys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're back with some more Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's hope it gets interesting this time, because the last two episodes, nothing happened, except for a few fights, but other than that, I think everything's good. There's Monika. Right up front. She's waiting for me, bro. She's been waiting. I hope y'all are having an amazing 13th of January so far. Let's see what the Literature Club is up to. Load game. Where were we? Okay, we're right here. Here we go. Yo, Monika's got something extra planned today. Let's see. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Natsuki always complaining, dude. God, I hate her so much. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the events. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? What, are we singing a song? Are we doing some fucking magic tricks? What the fuck? Performing? Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Monika. Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Okay. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. That sounds like the most boring performance I've ever seen. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Yeah, prepare to not go to the fucking performance. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Yeah, Monika's 3 steps ahead of you, Natsuki. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Yeah, I do. Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. It's okay, hey, Monika, don't worry about it. It's the thought that counts, truly. So, I'm sorry. ... But, I still think we should give it our best. Yeah, yo, Monika, she's not taking no for an answer. That's why I like her. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings. So fun. Being intimate with yourself. Finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. I mean, not me. I'm here, and y'all remember why? Because of the cupcake. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. ... Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Listen to me, the voice of reason. Well, maybe, but... This bitch and the ... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Good. Good. Ooh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? ... Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ahaha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Ooh. Hey, don't say stuff like that. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Ahaha, of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Oh my god. More fucking poems. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Is she taking a shit? Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. She's so cute. Monika's so cute. That was so good, Monika. Ahaha, thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Okay. Yuri's stepping up to the plate. Ooh, wah. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called... What the fuck? After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? Because she wants to impress me. Y'all already know this. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. Why is it always up to me? I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. ... Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Okay, Sayori, let's see what you got. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ahaha. Sorry, I giggled. Hee. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Bitch, you're reading a fucking piece of paper in front of 4 people. It's not that hard. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. I wish we could hear it. I guess these little bitches don't have voice boxes. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Zach liked it. Shut the fuck up. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't quite work as well with that kind of delivery. What is it with these girls and ooh woo? Like, what the fuck is that all about? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Again with this. The next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Zach. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. That's right. Finally, something that comes out of her mouth that is correct. Might as well let Zach lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Bitch, I am gonna fucking wring this bitch's neck, dude. I'm gonna fucking... Natsuki, it's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. Look at Monika giving us constructive criticism. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, get up on the fucking podium. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Bitch, because you're reading your poem. Because you're presenting. Humph. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Bitch, I want her to jump out that fucking window. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not be making me do that again. Ah, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean... Doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika. Yo! I'm on the same page with me. This is perfect. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it, Monika? You're kind of adorable. Now get out of here and go home. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Zach. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. All right, bye, ladies. Have a good night. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. ... Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... spit it out. Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? Say yes. What kind of question is that? That's a pretty valid question. Me. You're kind of putting me on the spot here. He. Well? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Fuck. Why is she making me pick? Okay, I would walk home with Yuri. I'm sorry. I would walk home with Yuri. Actually, you know what? Someone told me to save before making decisions. So I'm gonna save. I would walk home with Yuri. I'm sorry, Sayori, you're sweet. But Yuri, though? Jeez. Yo, if I had 3 options, walk home with Yuri, walk home with Sayori, and walk home with Monika, you know I'm walking home with Monika, but guess what? Walking home with Yuri. Huh. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. I mean, it's got a little to do. Haha, you admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen. Hey. Zach, don't sell yourself short. You can walk home with any girl you want to. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? I don't need you now, bitch, you're a burden. Need you? Sayori, I never needed you. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling really awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh, here we go. Another poem. Okay, well, again, we have no Monika. So let's try to pick words that will make Yuri happy. Vivacious. Horror? Yep. Portrait. Okay. Peaceful. Fuck you. Imagination. All right. Essence. Okay. Incongruent. All right. Effulgent. I don't know how the fuck to say that, but it seems like a word Yuri would like. Eternity. Memories. Fuck. Landscape. All right. Uncontrollable. Okay. Misfortune. Fuck you. Clumsy. Fuck off. Heaven sent. Of course. Marriage. Fucking shit. Frightening. Okay. Intellectual. 1000%. Unrestrained. Okay. Melancholy. All right. We know Yuri so well. So well. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry. I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Ahahaha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Hey, is Monika up to something? Because she's been late twice now for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Ooh, speaking of passion, hey, Monika! Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. Ah, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Yeah, she sure was. And look at how happy she looks now. I don't think I've ever seen that face on Natsuki. Is she up to something too? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monika, do they usually have fried squid at a festival? What the fuck? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Yeah, Natsuki, you little fucking weirdo. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? What does she mean by that? Oh, of course, you of all people don't like fried squid. What kind of fucking shit is that? Because it's right in your name. Monika. Eh? What? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Question mark. Ah, never mind. Look at Monika. Way too smart for this little pink-haired bitch. Looking like she's straight from Lazy Town. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Are you good? I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Oh, is she sad now? Is she sad because of what I said yesterday? Is everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Oh, here we go with the pity party. Why are people like this? Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Zach, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but want to get married? Have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little into it too much, but she seems a little bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Zach. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. So caring and sweet. Monika, mark my words, Monika and I are getting married. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that the thing on her mind is you, Zach. Oh no! Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light that was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Zach. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Ooh. Didn't think about that. ... Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? Who the fuck is watching me? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. ... I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in the concern. I fucked that word up. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Me and Sayori are not fucking romantic, Yuri. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time. That's all. And trust me, that's all it will ever be. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Zach, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. What the fuck did I just do? I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Not that much. I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. ... Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Okay, yeah, we got it, but I don't feel that way about her, so let's drop it. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Ahaha. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movement. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Ah, I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realize how weird it is to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. Damn! Yuri, you cute, but Monika, she's my main bae, so you didn't have to do her like that. Please watch your mouth next time. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Zach in club activities? Exclamation point. My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Zach. Ah. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Here we go. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It makes me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Zach, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because I want to fuck the shit out of you. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. Just ask Natsuki. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns into a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Zach, I really like being friends with you. Ahaha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Zach, do you like oolong tea? I don't know what the fuck oolong tea is, but it sounds weird as fuck. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Hey, if she throws all this hot water on Natsuki, I will clap up a fucking storm. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you've noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Oh, Yuri, so sweet. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Zach. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Zach, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Because I blew her back out last night. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well! Exclamation point. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. Bro, this guy has never gotten any puss. Look, you see this guy? Oh my god, I can't read because she's sitting right next to me. It's like, it's not that serious. Chill out. ... After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and then I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively put the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Zach? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. ... How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Ah, like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Whoa! That scared the fuck out of me. Okay, everyone. Ooh-ah. Aha. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Zach, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. Yeah, that shit scared the fuck out of me. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without as much of a word between the two of us. I get this feeling that something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Okay, we're gonna show the poem to Yuri first, and then fucking speed run through the other ones, because I don't give a fuck about them. Zach, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would be like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Zach, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make really good friends. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Zach. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Zach. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always just treated me like everyone else. What can I say? I'm a fucking great person. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping that I would make friends. That's a lie, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We are really good friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Beach, a marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. Beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everyone can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about. No, it's not. I fucking love the beach. But I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. All right, let's speed run through these others. Oh, damn. Okay, so Sayori's going home early. There she goes. Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. I guess she didn't want to walk with me anymore. But you know what? That means I get to go home with Yuri or Monika. Okay, Natsuki is pissed because I wrote it for Yuri. She's like, if you wrote it for somebody else, don't show it to me. Like, isn't that the point of the fucking club? Dude, I want to punch this bitch. Okay, so we're done talking to Monika. Monika's on to us. She knows that we like Yuri, which is a shame because I also like Monika. If we could get like a threesome situation going on, that would be absolutely wonderful. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Ooh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only difference is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost as like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. No, that bitch fucking bounced. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Ah, she actually wasn't feeling too well and she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's all right. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Fucking shut it! Ah, no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, shut the fuck up. She's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh, that curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need... Damn, she moved on quick. Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. Fucking complaining, probably. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, ... Yuri, you can, ... question mark. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. Oh, Yuri, stop saying shit like that. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? ... Now Natsuki's pouting too? Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Zach. The one who is truly useless. Damn! Why did I do myself dirty like that? Ahaha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that. Is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of the club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. Fuck you, Natsuki, I'm not hanging out with you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Ooh, damn! Zach may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Hey, can y'all stop fighting? Because I'm going with Monika. I'm going with my main girl, Monika. Sounds more like you're just making an excuse for Zach to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what you think. Guys, let's settle down for the moment. In the end, I think it's up to Zach to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Wow! So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Geez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Zach, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're going... let me save. We're going with Monika. I'm sorry, Yuri. I'm sorry. Look at the way she's looking at me, but Monika... We're in love. And it's just that simple, Yuri. I do apologize. Monika. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monika. Yay, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah? Monika, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Zach was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. No. Natsuki, you've got it all twisted. You're the club president, Monika. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monika, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika. Yeah, We have a lot of work to do, you know? We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Natsuki, didn't you just say challenge accepted like 5 minutes ago? Ah, maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monika. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you gonna do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. Sigh. It's technically most logical for Zach to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Fuck! Do I have a preference, Zach? Hell yeah, Yuri. Fucking Yuri, 1,000,000%. Ooh, let me save though. Let me save again. Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean, so shut your fucking mouth. No, I was just saying, ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Zach? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. Me too, Yuri. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. You guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. Horny is the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Zach? Oh, hell yeah. I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? I don't give a fuck about what this bitch wants to say. Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Aha. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Zach picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. Look at them apologizing to each other. Isn't this nice? Some civil discussion, finally. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. ? You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped out of my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way. Yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Ah, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Zach. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Oh, trust me, Yuri. We will be very, very productive. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? ... I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But, Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. All right, boys, that's where we're going to end it today. Nothing has happened again, except for Sayori's a little pissed off. But I don't give a fuck. We're hanging out with Yuri on Sunday, and I'm excited for that. I feel bad that we couldn't go with Monika, but I'll take Yuri. Fuck it. All right, boys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hey, if y'all are liking the videos, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. I'd really appreciate it. I love y'all so much. Remember, I won't be reading comments on these Doki Doki videos because I don't want any spoilers. So please, if you want to talk to me, go reply to like the other video that I posted yesterday, or maybe join the Discord and say what's up in there. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just don't want the game spoiled, fellas. I love y'all so much. You guys mean the world to me. I mean it. I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Peace.